Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are getting close to optimizing our economy here. We're not quite there, but we are exceptionally close. We're not going to sponsor an inspired person right now, and we will attend this feast because we're a drunkard and that will lose us some stress. So that's fantastic. We also have to figure that we're currently 54 and we're probably not going to last too much longer. So that's definitely something to think about. We do want to start bumping up our crown authority, and that will be viable in 4 years. Okay, sure. So let's go through some of these. We would like to get this pastoral lands upgraded. We do need a new chancellor, and this guy will do. Excellent. We'll get these pastoral lands building. All of these temples are fully upgraded. Perfect. Now, we're not fully upgraded in our military structures just yet over here, but we're getting much closer. So that's fantastic. And economically, these are fully upgraded. Not quite fully upgraded over here. We've got some work to do yet over this way. And of course, we can also build additional cities and temples and castles. Those are all things that we're going to be interested in doing. Now, we have Avaricious here. I think we should grab Cutting Cornerstones since we're doing a lot of construction. So we'll go ahead and do that for the moment. We can hold court, and we probably should go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and hear petitioners. Sitting on my throne, I gesture for the guards to open the doors. There are 3 petitioners lined up, and let's do this. Count Hovanes approaches me with a straighter posture than usual, and visibly eager about what he has to say. My liege, the people in your realm need the occasional joyous gathering where they can forget their stresses. I would gladly finance a feast, even if held under your name, as it's for the good of Armenia. So I would duly expect a favor in recompense. We're not going to give him a favor, I don't think. Well, actually, he doesn't really threaten us in any way. You know what? I accept. We're going to take his 175 gold. That does mean that we need to do a favor, or rather, host a feast. We're at an activity already, so we'll have to wait till after this is done, though. One of my guards approaches with my guest Lysandra in chains, trailing behind him. I caught Lysandra here in the process of sending sensitive information to foreign spies in Chersonese Vistulia. What should we do with her? We could get a strong hook on her, or we could just imprison her, or we could gain a bunch of dread here. I think losing all this opinion isn't really worth it. We'll just get a loyalty hook. I'm faced with Tizier's sad eyes, which grow larger and more pitiful as her acquaintance Yiva gently ushers her towards my throne. Empress, she laments, the girl has been at Upagupte's court, with no one to watch over her since the disappearance of her dear papa. Please, look to her future. What can be done with such a child? So that is this person? Okay. They become our ward, and we gain 10 court grandeur, and that will be fine. Fantastic. My business here is done. Now, if we want the court grandeur, we have to host a feast. We were paid 175 gold for it. And that's what it would cost us. Okay. We'll go ahead and do it. And it's just for the court grandeur. Well, collateral damage. Ooh, he's going to pay us 40 gold to decrease the durability of this banner. I like it. I like it a lot. That offsets that cost quite a lot. Okay. We've exposed his love of men. Perfect. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, so we do have some additional constructions to work on. That's for sure. I'm a little bit more eager right now to get economic constructions built still. But overall, I think that it's fine to get working on these wooden barracks. 112 prestige there. And a flesh wound. We lose 95 gold, or we gain 40 gold, court grandeur, and diplomacy lifestyle experience, just at the cost of, well, Queen Hasmig losing opinion of us. Do it. I love it. Okay. So that's fantastic. Ah, and there's that 10 court grandeur. Beautiful. We're now at level 10. That's probably not going to last very long, if I had to guess. Most of these military structures are very close to being maxed out now. We need one here. This one is maxed. We need one here. One here. This one is maxed. And this one's close. So we need like a couple of upgrades. Not very many overall. Cool. So we'll go ahead and get this hide tents building. We want to get these all maxed out. We're going to have plenary assemblies very soon. Very, very soon. A secret has been exposed. And after this, we're probably going to go for mustering grounds, no matter what gets exposed next. Because I don't think Casus Belli is very useful at this exact moment. Levying grounds have finished up. In cars, this is fine. We're going to put in a marshal here, Count Gevorg. Beautiful. Not maxed out here just yet. So Velashkert is definitely going to be our next upgrade. That'll be ready on this next month tick, which will be any moment now. Yes, we're going to take 50 gold. Beautiful. And that gives us what we need to upgrade this barracks. So these three are maxed. This one needs one final upgrade, 213 gold. We're not quite maxed here. We've got a little ways to go there. This one's maxed and one to go here. So one upgrade, one upgrade, one upgrade. And then we're maxed militarily. That's quite good. Now we can ransom this king for 200 gold. I think he is still more valuable to us in the dungeon. That said, he does have 48 opinion. And this is 200 gold. We're going to do it. And that's fine. So that means, of course, that we can upgrade this wooden barracks. Beautiful. So TZA here can remain gluttonous, probably. I don't think it's worth getting stress to give her better stats. That doesn't really matter to us. We only took her in for the court grandeur, so that's fine. We have one final upgrade to do here, and one final upgrade to do here once this Camp Cooks finishes up. Of course, we do have an economic upgrade to do in this city. And that's everything then within our capital duchy. We need a new marshal again, and it'll be this guy. They keep dying of natural causes. I'm sure it's very natural. Okay. Sounds good. So at this point, we are waiting on this construction to finish. Going to be another... It is 898 right now, and that means that we're going to unlock early medieval in just over a year here. So that's absolutely fine. We're very happy about that. We're going to be unlocking that exactly as soon as possible. We'll also get these barracks upgrading, and that is not the final upgrade for our capital duchy here, but I believe that's the penultimate upgrade. We need this one here. And actually, we do need one more. So we need 2 total upgrades. Not too bad. We will have enough to do that very, very shortly. We can lawfully imprison this count, and we will do so for the express purpose of ransoming him back to himself for 50 gold. That will, of course, allow us to upgrade these pastoral lands. Levying grounds have been built. So all we need now, that was the penultimate upgrade. All we need now is this barracks. And then our capital duchy is completely done and until we start constructing new holdings. We don't have tech to build any of these yet. So that's... Okay, we lost our marshal yet again. We keep putting old guys in there, so that's not shocking. But that is completely fine. How much is this upgrade going to be? 191 gold. Okay, so we're going to have enough to do that in just a couple of months here. And then, what else do we need over here? Well, we need a Hunter's Lodge. I don't want to upgrade either of these at this time. This is maxed. We need a Hunter's Lodge here. And we need a small harbor and a bastion and curtain wall there. Okay, sounds good. So we're going to get that upgraded. We have a stewardship lifestyle perk available. We will go ahead and take professional workforce to reduce those construction. Excellent. And there's plenary assemblies. So next up, we are obviously going for mustering grounds. Now, I don't know what's getting fascinated. Actually, it was mustering grounds, so that's perfect. We don't care about CB right now. And we are beginning to unlock, at this point, early medieval. That'll take us 5 years to get that unlocked. So we won't have that before mustering grounds, or we will have that before mustering grounds finishes. So that'll be fine. Hybrid cultures keep forming. That's fine. We're not too concerned about it. She's not giving us gold. How rude. Okay. I guess it's fine. Very rude, though. I do want gold. We are very avaricious right now. There's no doubt about that. When are we going to be able to sell trivial titles and extort subjects? This summer. Beautiful. So that will probably fund getting our economic duchy maxed out for its current tech as well. And that's beautiful. Levying grounds have been constructed. And now we can extort our subjects. Now, where are my loyal subjects? 185 gold and 20 dread. We'll take it. And then we're going to be able to sell our trivial titles fairly soon as well. Let's go ahead and get our small harbor constructing. Both of these are maxed. Let's get this hunting grounds constructing as well. Let's draw up our writs of honor, and we'll see what happens. A true and loyal vassal. Oh, wow. Well, that's going to make us indebted to him, so that's not necessarily a great thing, but 185 gold is very good right now. So we will happily take that. That education is at an end. Sounds good. We don't want to upgrade either of those. We do want to upgrade this hunting grounds. Cool. And now we can start working on constructing a new holding here. This has to be a temple holding. We don't have the option to do either of these. So we will put in a temple holding there. We do need a new spy master. There we go. No problem. So that will be this county ready to go. And of course, we'll get that holding building its structures as soon as we can. This one over here, we already have a temple holding. So this or this, either of those, wouldn't, and it doesn't matter which, they're both mountain holdings. So either of these would be fine. We want to put in a city, most likely, but that is expensive. So we'll hold off on that for the moment. We don't have the cash at this exact moment. This will be ready to go soon enough. That's good. So literally the only upgrade we have left, other than building new structures and revoking this one, would be getting the bastions and curtains. Better odds if we let our steward do this. So we will. A successful haggle. Okay. And we got this trinket. It did cost us a little gold, but that's probably fine. So that holding is good to go. In our capital here, we have a temple and a temple. That's a little unfortunate. That does mean that we have to have a city, and then we can only put one castle in here, but that's probably fine. So we'll build a city as soon as we've got the gold, and we'll build that. Both of these are mountains, so we'll build that over here. We've got 3 years on this construction and 4 years on this one, pretty much. This construction down over here will be done in 8 months. So we'll want to get this going fairly soon. But overall, economically, we're doing much better than we have been. We do have an available trinket, and I mean, that'll give us 2 clergy opinion, I suppose. It's not great, but it'll do. Cool. So our economy is developing. Of course, down here, we want to build as many cities as possible. And over here, we want to build as many castles as possible. Right now, we're just prepping castles, so we're not going to be able to hold them ourselves. So we're not actually interested in building the castles, just building things that we need before we can build castles. Like the city up here, the temple over here. 50 gold is nice. I like it. And then over here, of course, we're going to need 1 city and 1 castle. Over here, we have to put in a temple, which we'll go ahead and do. Actually, not quite yet. We don't have the cash at this moment. Once again, we need a new chancellor. Our chancellors keep dying on us. Well, this guy's pretty young, so he should, in theory, be okay. We'll get our bastions and curtain walls upgrading. And that's our final upgrade for this current tech level until we can build more or revoke this. Okay. He's only exercising his rights. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. We can demand payment from this guy for 50 gold, and so we shall. Beautiful. Okay, so we've got 200 gold right now. This barony will be done in 19 months. We do have a new stewardship perk available, and centralization is not bad. We're going to go ahead and take that. That means, of course, that we're going to have to go down the taxwoman tree next, but that's okay. No big... And we're going to need to, of course, take back all 4 of these counties once we can. We're going to need to work up our domain limit, and this is our current player heir. He's a brilliant strategist, and that's not necessarily ideal, but it'll be okay for now, I think. Now, we can bump up to limited crown authority, and this is definitely something that we want to do at this time. So that means that we can maybe get away with revoking the county of Shaki here. He would not accept, and on decline, all of these people would rebel. Okay. We're going to work on swaying him for the moment. We don't need this to be a quick thing, so that's fine. We'll work on that. There's a faction against us. Not surprising. Not surprising at all. We have increased our power pretty dramatically, so that's good. 12 months and 22 months over here. Let's go ahead and start building a city holding as soon as we have the cash. There we go. Beautiful. So all of this will increase our economics quite a bit. I want to take a look at 4.2. Okay. So that's not ideal, but he's endorsing us enough. So that's just fine. Yeah, we're not going to sponsor anybody just yet. Not going to be a thing. We do have a court action here. Lose 6 court grandeur? Yikes. We're going to gain the court grandeur to try to get rid of the cult. Cool. Now we could hold court again. And let's go ahead and do that. There are 3 of them, as usual. My vassal, Count Asperaches, herds an old woman before the assembled court. Glorious Empress, give my serene mother, Punig, the honor of... She will not let you down. I suppose these jobs have to be done by somebody. What job is this? Master of the Horse? Wait. What? Is this a bug? What job is this? She has the job, but I don't know what job it is. Okay, sure. My spy master, Countess Zabel, and my steward, Count Tornik, stand in front of me, bickering, as usual, about the best politics for our country. War is the only way to make a country rich and powerful, states Zabel assertively. Only in peace can a country grow and prosper, retorts Tornik. This time, however, they expect me to take a position. We're probably going to go for supporting peaceful politics right now because of that sweet, sweet holding taxes increase. That levy size is rough, but this is what we're going to do, and that'll be fine. My lady, I regret to inform you that the religious situation in my lands is out of control. I've tried to make my subjects see the light of our true faith, but too many of them persist in their wrong beliefs. I beg of you to use your authority and power to help me. So we could send Joab. We could gain 150 prestige that we don't care about. We'll just send Joab. Sounds good. Oh, our business here is done. There we go. Hello, pause menu. Oh, there's a court event here. That was very sudden. Rivalry, court tutor, or court jester. Whatever. You can be the court tutor. That's fine. Cool. So we're going to have several constructions finishing up over here fairly soon. We are, of course, working on swaying this gentleman here. And what are the actual chances here? He's at negative 88. That's a whole lot. We're not really going to work that up too much. We could try to find a way to imprison him. We only have a 26% chance right now. That said, this is a much better option to imprison him. Yes, even with the tyranny, it's a much better option to imprison him once his opinion comes up. I think that's going to be the route that we're going to have to follow there. So that'll be just fine. We do need another new marshal. We're just going through them very swiftly. We gained a level of fame, sure. Our shrine has been constructed up here. So we instantly need to put in all economic structures. So this is going to be, I think we're going to use monasteries, and then we're going to do hill farms and pasture. So that'll be fine. We'll get that underway. We will, of course, be finishing up this city here in 9 months. And we're probably going to have enough cash to build something over here. This will have to be a temple holding. There's no way around it. So that's fine. The question is, do we want to build that now? I don't want to be on speed 1. Thank you very much. Back up to speed 4. There we go. Do we want to build that now before this temple, or rather the city up here, gets finished? That 50 gold does help, for sure, with that decision. But I feel like it's still not quite enough to justify, because we are going to need to build guilds here. We can demand a payment from this person. They don't have enough gold, but they're never going to, so we're just going to take the 12 gold. 13 gold. Sure. Okay, let's go ahead and build that. Beautiful. So that is fantastic. We have now joined the early medieval era, and we can form a hybrid culture with the Scythians. Okay, so this means you'll create a new culture with parts from both your culture and the other culture. The culture shown here is just one example of many. As long as the other culture has a different heritage than yours, you can form a hybrid culture. However, you must make sure you have at least one county of that culture in your realm, and that the cultural acceptance of the two cultures is high enough. Okay. I don't think we're going to do that right now. I would kind of like to remain Armenian. Okay, so our village center in Delim has been built, and that is this up here. So we need to get guilds as soon as we can. We're missing a little bit of gold for that, but 2 month ticks will mean that we have enough. 1 more month tick now, and that will be any moment now. Oh, hello. We're going to gain the prestige, sure. I don't really care. 34 gold here. Oh, we're paused. It would help if we were unpaused. There we go. Now we need 11, so 1 more month tick here. We can extort our subjects, and we'll go ahead and do so. 420 gold with some extorted courtiers. Do it. We're going to build guilds. And then this barony will be done in 17 months. Our royal architect has vacated his position. Now, we can't build anything here. Over here, we're going to be required to build a city and a temple. We will not be able to build a castle. That's fine. We can sell our trivial titles, and so we shall. We're going to construct a city right away. 210 gold. Nice. That is fantastic. And then over here, we're actually going to be able to build quite a lot over here. We are going to have to start with a city and a temple. And so we shall. So we have quite a lot of gold right now. And we're going to continue making things as quickly as we can. We're going to grab Taxwoman for the moment. We're making 25 gold per month. So these are all underway over here. We don't actually care about this one. Yeah, so all of these holdings are underway. And that's beautiful. We're going to build more holdings out over here, but that's going to be a later sort of thing, especially since we don't control this territory right now. So that's definitely something we will do later. We do require yet another new steward. Okay, we're really going through these guys. It is now 9:06. How are we doing on mustering grounds? Okay, 3 years on that. We do want to get mustering grounds. I don't care about CB. So after that, we're going to head into early medieval, and we're probably going to go with like manorialism, battlement spurs. That's probably going to be what we need first. It's going to be a fairly lengthy amount of time before that's ready to go, but that's definitely something that we want to do. We're going to construct ourselves a temple out over here, and then we're going to need another temple over here. So we're actually going to take the gold here and build another temple over this way. There we go. That's a lot of constructions underway for sure. These last two will be castles. Those are going to have to be held by barons for right now, but that's okay. We have to finish these constructions first. So that'll be just fine. And with that, it is indeed time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are really starting to cruise on getting these economics finished up. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And I will see you all next time.